First things first, let's all take a deep breath. And as we exhale, let's come fully into the moment. A moment that brings us together to celebrate and witness Nate and Sloan as they join in marriage and formalize the commitment they have already made to each other. To paraphrase the Canadian superstar Shania Twain, thank you. From this moment, life has begun. From this moment, love, you are the one. Right beside each other is where you both belong. From this moment on, from this moment. Okay, this is the important part, besides the kissing. Do you understand that after this day you will be lawfully wedded, that you will be entering into the contract of marriage?
I do.
I do.
You will be lawfully wedded to have and to cherish each other from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or poorer, and in sickness and in health, and in love. Stockton, Mike is yours. He's prepared an interpretive dance.
Right off the rip. So Sloan and Mike Nate, Mike, my fault. Yeah, the other guy a couple years ago. That one fell through. Sloan and Nate had asked me to kind of write a testimony for this evening, this congregation, I guess. And so I would like to first say thank you for everyone who made it out to this. On behalf of my family and now, obviously, the Carlisles, because they're part of that group. And we thank you so much for guys coming out and making it here and making this our whole testimony as a group. What I thought about when I was initially writing this or thinking it up was that we learn love from what we know as our parents. It's gonna be hard. And so growing up, I knew love looking at my mom and dad and understanding that I was a combination of both of them, and that I pulled what I thought the best traits were out of both of them. And later, I learned 3 years into my life that there's a whole nother different type of person that can come from this. and though I thought, I have my interpretation of who I am and what I can be from my parents, it's like mixing colors is what I thought in an art palette. And you get two people and they make a new color and they make a life, and that color you use to build a picture and paint a portrait that's going to be yours. And what I thought was my color would be similar to my sister's, and that wasn't the case. Sloan pulled so many different things from my mom and dad, and they were still from mom and dad. And I just had to look and appreciate what Sloan was in difference to me, because the things that I wanted as well, Sloan ended up having. So this is the part of the story where Nate came in. And Nate's colors are different. And that's good, because you need different colors to make a picture like this. And you build contrast and you live life and you try to find things that will paint your picture in the right way. And it was funny because when we first met Nate, I thought, well, this is so interesting because Nate was something so different than what anything I had met or learned in my life. And Nate, watching these two interact and understand each other and build what now is a life for going on the rest of our lives together, regardless if you like it or not, he taught me a lot just watching him. And I think eventually my mom and I were speaking about these two one day, and I think that it was interesting to watch Nate grow as Sloan's partner and just as a man. Because my mom took me back by saying one day, it's like, doesn't Nate remind you of someone? And it's hard, but it's so true that someone that helped teach me and my sister what love were now helps and shares this testimony of love with you. Reminds me so much of my father. And I really appreciate that. And it means a lot that you remind me of a man I look up to. So, thank you for being here. And thank you for sharing this with us and being now my brother-in-law. And I really appreciate that. So, thank you. Love you, dude.
I've never had anyone else have a mic drop moment when I've officiated. Let's take that deep breath again. As we stand on the ancestral grounds of the Ute, the Paiute, and the Navajo, surrounded by all this natural beauty, I offer this blessing. Now you will feel no storms, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no loneliness, for each of you is the companion to the other. You are two persons, but there is only one life before you and one home. Turn together to look at the road you've traveled. To reach this, the hour of your happiness. It stretches behind you into the past. And now look to the future that lies ahead. A long and winding adventure-filled road whose every turn means discovery, new hopes, new joys, new laughter. Especially the laughter. May happiness be your companion. May beauty surround you both and the journey ahead. Go this day to your dwelling place and enter into your days together. May your days be good and long upon the earth. Now, in the words of one of the greatest living singer-songwriters and the man that Taylor Swift is named after, James Taylor, I needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were. With sweet love and devotion, this is going to be stuck in everyone's head, deeply touching my emotion. I want to stop, and everyone, thank you, baby. I want to stop.
Thank you, baby.
Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Okay. I feel like a watch salesman.
Yeah, you'd be good.
I can hold for you.
Okay, good.
Now I'm freezing. Okay. How did you do this? This is hard. This is scary. Sloan. I don't know how to say what I want to say to you. I just love you so much, and it's completely indescribable. Like, it's too big. There aren't words. It's not even that I don't know how to say what I want to say to you. I literally don't know what I want to say to you, because I can't articulate it. It like I said, the words just aren't there. It's too big. So I'm just gonna talk, and hopefully somehow I end up nailing it. like accidentally, like most of my life, including you. That just kind of worked out. The first time I saw you, the only word I could think of was intrigued. You had a white top, you had gray skinny jeans, you had these weird, like shitty, gross moccasin kind of shoes. But you had this dope green bag that like really brought it all together. And you were with a guy, so like I really didn't know how far I could push it. But like I just had this feeling that it wouldn't be the last time that I saw you. And that was another lucky moment where I just happened to be correct about that. Because you tracked me down to smoke weed, and the rest is history. We were completely different people in that moment, which was like 10 years ago, which is crazy. Like, I don't even think I'm 10 years old. And it was basically a decade ago, which is insane. We were completely different people. And in the meantime, we've just grown up. And we've changed. And you've changed. Every time you change, you get better. And I love you more. So then I respect you more and you inspire me more. And you've been through everything with me. Like, I wouldn't be who I am without you. Like, I don't know who I would be, but it wouldn't be this guy. So I promise that I'll do the same thing for you, and I will be at your side for the rest of our days. So I've just been fucking talking. Hopefully that was profound enough. I just want you to know that I'm so, so happy to be marrying you. And so happy to spend the rest of my life with you. I've never thought I could be happy about doing something for the rest of my literal entire fucking life. But I'm so happy. It could not be any better. And I could not love you anymore. The end.
I'll hold it.
You need tissue?
Another tissue. Okay. Well, I prepared. But that was beautiful. Okay. Nathaniel, every morning I wake up, I choose you. I consciously decide to accept you for everything you are, even the parts undiscovered. Growing up, I loved seeing my parents' affection for one another. I remember them being so sweet and working as a team. I strive to have that. I treasure your sweetness. Reflecting on the last 9 years together, I see our strength and resilience as a couple, our independence and determination to come into our own, our partnership and commitment to one another, and ultimately, this relationship we want to build upon. I vow to be patient, even when we are running on Nate time. Your 1 second moments often feel like an eternity for an anxious person like myself. But ultimately, that is one of the million things I love about you. You have a way of slowing down time. I'm not saying that Nate time is the key to life at all. But your idea of time has given me moments to slow down and be more in the moment. I vow to always have a dying phone battery to stress you out, and then you can come rescue it, me, with all of your insane amount of chargers that are very perfectly coiled up together, and I will never, ever figure out how to do that. I vow to challenge you. I vow to always keep you on your toes because I might challenge others. Nate, I will always choose the greatest good for you. You are my sun and my stars. Today I choose you. I will always choose you.
That's good. Really good. Yeah, I didn't either. I've been crying.
Do you, Nate, take Sloan to be your lawfully wedded spouse?
Fuck yeah.
I do.
Do you, Sloan, take Nate to be your lawfully wedded spouse?
100%.
Really, like a watch salesman. This is my first time being a ring bearer.
That's nice.
The wedding band is an unbroken circle, no beginning and no end. Nate, place the ring on Sloan's left hand and repeat after me.
This is crazy. It's not good.
This ring I give in token and pledge to our abiding love.
One more time.
Okay.
Stop it.
You're at a wedding.
Gotta lock in.
This ring I give in token and pledge to our abiding love.
This ring I give in token and pledge to our abiding love.
With this ring I do wed.
With this ring, I do wed.
It's a lot of pieces. Sloan, place the ring on Nate's left hand and repeat after me. This ring I give in token and pledge to our abiding love.
This ring, this is hard. A lot of pressure. This ring I give in token and pledge to our abiding love.
With this ring I do wed.
With this ring I do wed.
That's harder than it looks.
You should try reading my handwriting. Threads woven in opposite directions can form a very beautiful marriage. To make your marriage work will take love. Love is the core of marriage. Love is the reason you are here. Marriage also takes trust to know in your hearts you want the best for each other. It takes dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and grow together, even when it's not easy. Marriage takes commitment and a willingness to go forward to tomorrow, never really knowing what tomorrow will bring. In addition, it will take this commitment to hold to the journey you both now pledge to share. Nate and Sloan, insomuch as the two of you have agreed to live together in matrimony, have promised your love for one another, for each other, by these vows, I now declare you to be married. Now that you have joined yourselves in solemn matrimony, may you strive all of your lives to meet the commitment with the same love and devotion you now possess. By virtue of the Universal Church and the Church of Fabulosity, I now pronounce you married. I follow directions. Please kiss.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be
Their
loved by
grandparents
you. I needed the shelter.
Let's go.
Someone to understand my ups and downs. There you were, with sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion. I want to stop